أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. واتبعوا ما تتلو الشياطين على ملك سليمان وما كفر سليمان ولكن الشياطين كفروا يعلمون الناس السحر وما أنزل على الملكين ببابل هاروت وماروت وما يعلمان من أحد حتى يقولا إنما نحن فتنة فلا تكفر فيتعلمون منهما ما يفرقون به بين المرء وزوجه وما هم بضارين به من أحد إلا بإذن الله ويتعلمون ما يضرهم ولا ينفعهم ولقد علموا لمن اشتراه ما له في الآخرة من خلاق ولبئس ما شروا به أنفسهم لو كانوا يعلمون.
Now when people abandon the divine book, what happens? They seek solace in shortcuts such as magic. And this is very important for all of us to understand. وَاتَّبَعُوا, and they followed. Who followed? Bani Israel, the Jews. مَا تَتْلُو الشَّيَاطِينُ عَلَى مُلْكِ سُلَيْمَانَ, what the devils used to recite in the kingdom of Sulaiman alayhi salam. وَمَا كَفَرَ Sulaiman, this is a very important phrase. Sulaiman alayhi salam did not do kufr. In other words, magic is kufr. To learn magic, to practice magic, to acquire it as a hobby or just as entertainment is, as Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Man ta'allama shay'an min as-sihri qalilan aw kathiran kana akhiru ahdihi min Allah." Whoever learns anything of magic, whether it's one word, whether it's one way of doing it or the whole details, that is the end of his covenant with Allah. Magic is kufr. Why? Because the magician's trying to play God. And he's trying to harm his victim by unseen supernatural means. Ma kafara Sulaymanu, Sulaiman alayhi salam did not do kufr. Walakinna shayateen kafaru, but the devils did kufr. Who were the devils? The evil jinns. Yu'allimuna an-nas as-sihr, who used to teach people magic. Now, another fitna for the people arose, that in these times, in these ancient times of Sulaiman alayhi salam, two angels, Harut and Marut, were sent to the city of Babylon. Now Harut and Marut was sent as a trial by Allah, and they would tell people, as we learn from the verse, that we can teach you magic, but don't do kufr. This is a test. We've been sent as a test from Allah to see who will succumb to this temptation and who will hold aloof from it.
Now let's see what they did. Once they got that disclaimer, that warning, فَيَتَعَلَّمُونَ مَا يُفَرِّقُ فَيَتَعَلَّمُونَ مِنْهُمَا, they learned from them مَا يُفَرِّقُونَ بِهِ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَزَوْجِهِ, what they would use to cause division between a man and his wife. So they were learning things so they could use it against someone. Give me a spell that will cause a divorce here, cause a fight there. That's the spell I want to learn. مَا يُفَرِّقُونَ بِهِ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَزَوْجِهِ وَمَا هُمْ بِضَارِّينَ بِهِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ, and they are never and were never ever able to cause any harm to anyone إِلَّا بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ, except by the permission of Allah. What did Allah just reconfirm here? Magic, talismans, whatever they learned in and of itself had no value, except if Allah gave it power, except if Allah gave permission. إِلَّا بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ وَيَتَعَلَّمُونَ مَا يَضُرُّهُمْ وَلَا يَنْفَعُهُم, and they learned what would harm them and not benefit them. Now it's interesting, what they were learning was to try to harm someone else, but Allah describes it as something that they would learn to harm themselves. Because in the end, it was kind of like a placebo. They were thinking they were doing this to harm someone else, but they learned what would harm them. What's the ultimate harm? To lose your iman. That's the ultimate harm. وَلَا يَنْفَعُهُمْ, and it produced no benefit for them. وَلَقَدْ عَلِمُوا لَمَنِ اشْتَرَاهُ, and they already knew that whoever purchases it, whoever takes it, swallows it whole, acquires it, اشترى, يشتري, right? اشتراه ما له في الآخرة من خلاق, he will have nothing for him at all of any portion, any bit of creation that will give him benefit in the akhirah, he will have nothing of it. They already knew that before they got into it. وَلَقَدْ عَلِمُوا لَمَنِ اشْتَرَاهُ مَا لَهُ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنْ خَلَاقٍ وَلَبِئْسَ مَا شَرَوْا بِهِ أَنفُسَهُمْ. What a horrible thing they sold themselves for. لَوْ كَانُوا يَعْلَمُونَ. Had they only known. لَوْ كَانُوا يَعْلَمُونَ. Had they only known.
Read the Quran frequently, especially Surah Al-Baqarah. It says in a hadith that if you read it, then shaitan cannot enter your house for 3 days. And if you cannot read Surah Al-Baqarah, then fine, get a CD with Surah Al-Baqarah or get a cassette and play it in your house. It says in another narration, do not turn your houses into graveyards. Shaitan flees from the house where he hears Surah Al-Baqarah being recited.